goes. Look at the stance I've got here. Lost that right. This is not going excellently. To stay in the red at the Els Club, that's what I want. I just want to get one back. So I've done something a bit silly. 216, yes. So this is where we are, the Els Club in Dubai Sports City. And we're going to play the front nine. I'm going to play off the blue tees, which is 6,829 yards. That's a pretty long golf course. Out on tour for the ladies, I think the average was about 6.6. So it's a couple of hundred yards longer than that, but I'll give it my best shot. And actually, I'm going to take a look at my stats today. So like I've done previously in videos, I'm going to put my score at the top, and then I'm going to tick if I've hit the fairway. I'm going to tick if I've hit the green. I'm going to keep a record of how many putts I've made, and then my scrambling. So if my ball's in the bunker on the green side and I get up and down, then it would be 1 from 1. If I don't, it'd be 0 from 1. And I'm going to take a note of my scramble, just to give me an idea of my stats when it comes to the end of the day. It's a really simple way that you can understand how you put that score together. Right, okay, let's rock and roll. 9 holes in the evening, the best part of the day on the Els Club. So we're off the blues. So this is 415 yards, par 4, out with a big dog. Looks like the fairway kicks from left to right. I'm just going to hug the left-hand side. Looks like fairway, a bit further left than I planned, but came over the top of that. But it's down there. Okay, so I've got 178 yards to the flag. 70 iron, 180. It's a 5 iron. Oh, that's a golf shot. Oh, short. Still getting to know these clubs, these irons that I've had in the bag for just over a week. I'm not sure how far I hit them, but I've been trying to get this sort of higher launch. So with a higher launch, I might have a shorter carry, which would make sense, but really I need to get them on a track, man. Okay, I've come up a little bit short on the first. This is going to be an interesting one. It's lying okay, but look at the stance I've got here. Huh, this is interesting. I have to come right down the grip. Oof, sit. Tell you what, that's not too shabby. So there's definitely grain in play on these greens. I can see the blades of the individual blades of grass are slightly thicker, which does affect the way the ball rolls. Okay, a bit of right to left on this part. Don't be greedy. Break. Didn't quite move the way I thought it would, but anyway, I'll just tidy up. 5, bogey start. Right, par 3, second hole. Beautiful looking par 3 actually. Down the hill. I love an elevated tee. 195. That helps me. I'm going to hit my 4 iron. That's gone right. Sit ball. That is going to be an interesting chip. Thankfully, it's so wide open. I'm going to get away with that. Right, this is a tricky little chip. Not my best shot off the tee with a 4 iron, so I've left myself about a 30-yard flick in here. Go on. That'll play. Hopefully a putt for par. Right, this is a knee knocker. Up the hill. And she goes. Happy with a 3 there. 3s at the par 3s. That's the goal. A little tip I learned from a coach, which I thought was just like basic but really helpful, is that it's always good to have 3 tees and 1 marker in your pocket. That way, when you go into the tee and you feel like it's your turn, you're ready to go, you're always ready to go. And if you break a tee or if you lose a tee, replace it. So you've always got 3 tees and a marker in your pocket. Right, this is back into the wind down the left-hand side. bunker down the left at 270. $157 yards is what I've got left. In fact, let me just check that. Never really, and these cart buggies are obviously really helpful, but 164 yards. Yeah, that's saying 157. 164, that's a totally different shot. Playing straight back into the breeze. I've lost that right. It's another green missed. This is not going excellently. So it's been another busy year for me in my commentating and broadcasting career on the DP World Tour and a little bit PGA Tour stuff. A couple of LPGA events as well, and so I feel really happy with how it's all gone. Obviously there's been some highlights. I'd say the Ryder Cup and presenting the trophy at the end of that week, that was unbelievable. And there's been some challenging moments as well, but it's been a really amazing year. Go on. Oof. Had a look. Can almost give that one to myself. Boom. Nice 4. But I suppose I feel really happy that, you know, I've made it to this stage, like to the finish line. You know, you give so much, as we all do in our jobs, you give so much to your job. And it's so important, I think, to have that time at the end of the year, whenever that comes for you, just to take the foot off the gas a little bit and kind of reflect on what you feel proud of that you've achieved in your year and write it down. I'm a big fan of writing things down, so I'm going to do that in the next couple of weeks while I've got a little bit of time to just reflect on the things I feel really proud of this year, because it's easy to forget. We're always so critical about ourselves, aren't we? And certainly in the broadcasting world, it's easy to criticize things all the time, the mistakes I make. I go over them and over them in my head, but it's important to go over and over in your head the good things you do as well. So I'm just going to have a wee think about it all, and I feel really lucky to have been part of professional golf for another year. 149 yards, 1 over par. I'm struggling with this neck injury. I had a bit of a neck injury, making me feel a bit stiff in my swing. I don't feel like I'm in full flow, but I can't always be in full flow. So I've just got to swing within myself. Thing plays downhill, should be a smooth little 7-iron. I'm going straight at it. Go ball. Go! Oh. Bunker. Bunker. Another missed green. What am I up to? So I've done something a bit silly. I've left my 60 degree a couple of holes ago, and I went back to get it, and the nice people that are playing behind me had handed it to the marshal. Now I don't know where the marshal is, so I've got no 60 degree now, which is fine. I'm just going to have to make do with my 54, but normally in the bunker I would take my 60 degree, and now I'm going to have to work some Sevi magic, try and get this near the hole. A lot depends on the lie. So I've gotten quite lucky here because it's on a little bit of an upslope. I'm just going to open up the 54 degree and add some loft. Sit. Came out nicely, but it's gone on a little bit further than I would have liked. Down the hill, a little bit of right to left. Not a lot though. I moved more than I thought. Tell you what, these greens are like kind of very upturned hill like. Another drop shot. See what I mean? You get these greens sometimes that sit in that direction, which means everything feeds away from the hole, particularly if the hole's up high. It's not easy. This is not an easy golf course. Par 5, this is what we like. Chance to get one back on the golf course. It's reachable in 2. Starts with finding the fairway. I'm gonna rip this one up the right hand side. Perfect. Go ball. Run for your life. That'll play. Right, perfect tee shot, but what am I looking at? 216, yes. That is reachable. With my 3-wood, plays uphill. Okay, it's 216 yards to the flag, but it's all uphill and there's a huge bunker in front of the flag. So I can see a little bit of sort of a tongue of the green sticking out to the right. I'm gonna aim for that portion of the green, even if that leaves me a long putt or a bit of a chip. I don't really want to go in that huge bunker just short of the green, so up to the right hand side feels like a better option. Run like the wind. Yes, perfect. Perfect, so thought that one through, and now I've got a really good chance of making a birdie if I can get up and down here. That's what I want, I just want to get one back. Right, this is an interesting shot again with my 54, which isn't a bad option here because the ball's on a bit of an upslope. So I'm like talking really awkwardly to the camera because like I say, I've got this weird neck pain, which is not helping my golf. So I'm sorry that I look like a little bit like I'm frozen. But anyway, I'm gonna try and play this chip up to the high point, and I'm kind of coming halfway and I'm looking from there at this high point on the green, how it's going to break from here. So I can see it's got a bit of right to left in it, and if anything it might come back a wee bit the other way. When it comes to reading greens, you know, we do a lot of it out on tour from a distance. You're trying to commentate on how the guys need to read their putts, what's the line on the putt. And one really good bit of advice I got was always looking for the high point. What's the general direction of the green? You know, where's the high point, where's the low point, and trying to work out the rest of the puzzle from there. That's fine. A little bit heavy-handed, but a good look at birdie. It's a makeable putt. Let's see what I can do. Hold your head. Yes. Come on. One back with my dodgy neck. No 60 degree. What am I like? Okay, par 4, the 6th hole, 394 yards. Fairway all sloping from left to right. I'm just gonna hit a stock one up the left hand side. Nice. Okay, 132 yards. Nice little shot coming up here. It's a 9-iron. Little punchy one. Beautiful. Perfect. Putt for birdie. I'm trying to get my own back on this course. Beautiful time of night here in Dubai. It's just great to play golf out in this temperature, you know, and the golf courses, they're different. It's a different style of golf. Bigger fairways, bigger greens, grainy grasses, lots of sand. And I'm very much looking forward to playing more golf and making more content for my channel over the next couple of months. So I'd love to hear from you. What sort of content are you enjoying and what would you like more of? Hold your head. 2 in a row. I think that's me back to level par. But as you can see, the sun's going down, so we love a bit of chasing the light on this channel, don't we? We love it, but it's just such a nice time of day to play. So 3 holes to go. I reckon we'll be fine. We'll get 9 holes in. 7th hole, you can see there's water all around. We've got to carry it over some water, and there's water down the left-hand side. 380 yards off this tee. So I'm gonna keep this one down the right half. Perfect. I do love how wide the fairways are out here. 154 yards is what I'm looking at here. A little bit down the breeze. It's a good thing I fired that drive down the right hand side because actually it probably wasn't in play. 154 yards. Right, let's go in the hole. On the green, but it's gone a little bit long. That took off. It was a bit of a flying lie. Okay, It's that wonderful time of night again when birds are all singing at the top of their lungs. Story time. Up the hill, left to right. So beautiful. I'll do. Okay, par 5 coming up here. Penultimate hole, 515 yards, so it's an absolute beast. There's bunkers up the left at 230, so I'm going to stay away from there and just aim up the middle. Nice. Out the screws. So I decided just to hit a very conservative layup to leave myself around the 100 mark, because that is a number I like. I've left myself 107, which is perfect for my little choke down pitching wedge. You can see we're kind of running out of light. It's all over it. Go ball. Oh yes. I've done that a few times in chasing the red. I've tried to lay up to a specific number, and I really do like 100. And I've left myself an uphill putt here for birdie. Left to right. Go on. I'm hungry for it now. 1 hole to go. Do not know what this hole is. The screen on my buggy's not working, so I can't really see where this bunker down the left is, and I'm running out of light, but I can see there's plenty of room up the right hand side on the fairway. Beautiful tree there, kind of iconic tree and view back towards the clubhouse. Love it. Okay, can I make a 4? That is the question. To stay in the red at the Els Club. The question is, can I make a 4? I found the fairway up this final hole to stay in the red, and I've played some great golf. It's not been easy with my new clubs, trying to get used to them. I'm still working on that. I love the ball flight. I definitely find that I've got a straighter ball flight, which is what I'm looking for. Just the tempo, sometimes they feel a little bit heavier, and sometimes the tempo just feels a little bit off from my point of view. So I need to work on that. This is a long shot in. What are we looking at? It's a long way. 190 yards up the hill. Plays all the way uphill, so I'm gonna hit a grit down little 5-wood. Nice and high. I like that very much, very much. Beautiful view back across the 9th hole. Thank you to the Els Club for allowing me to come and play this 9 holes. It's been absolutely stunning. A difficult golf course, I would say. And because we've been trying to play and kind of slot in, it's chasing the light. We've sort of whizzed our way around. We've not hung about, but it's a tricky golf course the way the greens kind of feed off into these massive runoffs. But if you're striking the ball well and you're finding fairways, then you can definitely get a score going, and I'd be very happy to walk away from here under par. Let's see if I can hole this final putt. 2 putt to stay in the red, 1 putt to go 2 under. I think that would be the best score on chasing the red so far. Let's go. Don't leave it short, Iona. Criminal. Did not have the gas, just ran out of it towards the end, but it's a par to end the day. Another round of 1 under par. That seems to be where I kind of hover at the moment. So that's it, 1 under par to finish the day at the Els Club. It's been fantastic to play golf in the evening in beautiful temperature out here in the Middle East. Thanks for watching, hope you've enjoyed it. We'll see you next time around.